Well guys, after over a year, I am finally back to the DCFL to get to week 13 of the 2021 season. Been so busy with MTWS and other stuff that I just never got back to this league. I actually simulated this week March of last year, but I just never made the video on it until finally now. So after a year of waiting, we're going to finally see the results of week 13 of the 2021 DCFL season. But of course, we got to take a look at the standings as it's been so long since we've last seen this. So anyways, in the Eastern Conference, the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions still lead it, undefeated, with a potential of a win to clinch the #1 seed over the Scouts, who are 9-3, and then the Philadelphia Sonics right now are 6-6 in the playoff race. Meanwhile, the New York Gangsters are 5-7, the Boston Red Jackets are 5-7, and my Baltimore Charm are 4-8. Meanwhile, oh that's right too, if I lose, because I think I play Philadelphia, I'm going to be eliminated, so rip. Anyways, in the Western Conference, the Oakland Pillagers lead at 7-5, then the Chicago Staleys are second at 7-5, and then the Seattle Tenyo at 5-7. Then the Tacoma Slashers at 5-7, the Kansas City Arrowheads at 4-8, and the San Diego Mean Green Machines at 3-9. And if San Diego loses and Seattle or Tacoma win, they are eliminated as well. And then here we go as we take a look at the schedule for week 13, as it'll start off with a big one for me as my Charm will host the Philadelphia Sonics, and then a huge Eastern Conference matchup with the #1 seed on the line as the Jacksonville Scouts visit the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions, and then it would be the New York Gangsters visiting the Boston Red Jackets. Then for the other divisional matchups in the Western Conference, it'll be the Kansas City Arrowheads visiting the Seattle Tenyo, the Chicago Staleys visiting the Oakland Pillagers, in a huge game for the #1 seed on the line at the conference. And finally, it'll be the San Diego Mean Green Machines visiting the Tacoma Slashers. So now let's get to the week 13 results. And here are the results for Philadelphia at Baltimore. My Charm managed to pull off a comeback victory in the fourth quarter to win 27-20 to stay alive in the playoffs, so nice. Meanwhile, the huge matchup as the Jacksonville Scouts finally defeated the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions 27-24 as they managed to pull off the stop on Indianapolis, who were trying to march downfield, but they got a pick near midfield to end their undefeated streak. And with that, Jacksonville is in the playoffs as well. Meanwhile, Boston would host New York, and New York would win as they shut them out in the second half to win 23-17. Then in the Western Conference, the Kansas City Arrowheads beat the Tenyo on the road as they shut them out in the second half to win 19-6. And then a defensive struggle as Oakland would beat Chicago 10-0 to get to 8-5. And then finally, the Tacoma Slashers in their first year would still show their offensive showcase as they beat the San Diego Mean Green Machines 28-19. So now we take a look at the updated standings after week 13 as the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions, despite the loss, are still in control for #1 seed. They need a win and a Jacksonville loss to clinch it. And the last the last playoff spot is still up for grabs, as thankfully my Charm are in it still. And I don't think anyone can be eliminated yet in the Eastern Conference. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, now Oakland leads. Actually, no, Oakland still leads with Chicago at second, and the Tacoma Slashers still in as the third seed. San Diego manages to stay in the playoff race at the moment, but if they lose or Tacoma wins, they will be eliminated. And potentially Seattle or Kansas City could start being eliminated soon, depending on what happens. And Oakland, if they win, Kansas City or Seattle loses, they will clinch a playoff spot. So we got a lot of spots up for grabs maybe next week. And then we take a look at the week 14 schedule. This is going to be a big one for my Charm as we're going to visit the Boston Red Jackets. And then a big Eastern Conference matchup as the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions visit the Philadelphia Sonics. And then it'll be the New York Gangsters visiting the Jacksonville Scouts. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, the Tacoma Slashers will visit the Kansas City Arrowheads. Then it'll be the Oakland Pillagers visiting the Seattle Tenyo. And finally wrap up with the Chicago Staleys visiting the San Diego Mean Green Machines. Alright, and with that, week 13 is finally in the books. Even though it was a year ago, but now you're all officially seeing it. And I finally got back to work on the DCFL. What I'm going to do is I'm going to film all these videos in bulk, the last 4 regular seasons, then the playoffs, and I'm going to upload them each day. So when you all see this video, that means the season's already done and over with. So tomorrow, you'll be seeing Week 14. Alright guys, so see you all tomorrow for Week 14 of the 2021 DCFL season.